Fast beginners on the front line. Dangerous When Wet led all the way last start to win. Blitzum fella comes forward, a brilliant beginner usually. Racing now, Dangerous When Wet has got away very fast and goes straight to the front. In second place is Hall Jnr, removing the third Benefaction, and then came on the inside Mabel Rose, joined by Christopher 3, who tried to get to the pegs, couldn't quite do it, and Blitzum fella is running 6 on settling. He thought about pulling wide, but he stays in for the moment from Mr. Hannibal, a Hoka-Toki, a Break Village Steel, and the last one is Class Blaster, going into the back straight, 2.5 laps from home, and Dangerous When Wet, where he likes it out in front here for Chris Lewis, leading from Hall Jnr, 1.5 metres away. In third place was on the outside Benefaction, and Mabel Rose is over on the inside, 3 back on the pegs, 3 wide as Blitzum fella taking off from the back is going to get up outside the leader. The next one is Christopher 3 from Mr. Hannibal, just worse than midfield in the moving line, and then a Hoka-Toki. To the inside was Class Blaster, and last of all was Village Steel coming around the home turn with just over 2 laps to go, and on top is Dangerous When Wet for Christopher Lewis, leading Blitzum fella, Hall Jnr and Benefaction 1-1. Mabel Rose is over on the inside from Christopher 3 in the moving line. Going through on the inside was Class Blaster. The next one is Mr. Hannibal for Quarterpassy, third from last for a Hoka-Toki, second last, and Village Steel at the rear. Out of the straight, 1 3/4 laps to go, lead time in 1:12.4, and Dangerous When Wet is controlling it, leading the way from Blitzum fella, who's 3 metres away second, and Hall Jnr running third. Benefaction 1-1, and Mabel Rose 3 back the inside. Christopher 3 is 1-2. Class Blasters over on the inside from Mr. Hannibal, a Hoka-Toki, and the last one is Village Steel, still 25 metres away from the leader, about to run through the first quarter of the last mile, and Dangerous When Wet in front by 2.5 metres to Blitzum fella. Mr. Hannibal makes a move 3 wide. They started to slow down a little bit. 31.8 was the first quarter of the last mile. Hall Jnr leaders back, gets a soft run tonight. Benefaction is 1-1. Village Steel is 3 wide from the back of the field, and Mabel Rose on the inside. Christopher 3, 1-2, and the last two Class Blaster with a Hoka-Toki pulling out 3 wide down the straight, just over 1 lap to go, and Dangerous When Wet trying to do it all the way. Blitzum fella the outside, a neck away, 2.5 metres away Mr. Hannibal. They go through the next quarter in 30.2. Hall Jnr leaders back, Benefaction 1-1, Village Steel 3 wide, Mabel Rose 3 back the pegs, Christopher 3, 1-2, a Hoka-Toki 3 wide and second last, and Class Blaster was at the rear, still 20 metres off the leader, into the back, inside the 650. Dangerous When Wet is just in front. Blitzum fella the outside. They go stride for stride. 2 metres away was Mr. Hannibal with a tendency to hang. Benefaction is 1-1 right on the back of Blitzum fella. Hall Jnr the inside just dropped off a shade, and wide out Village Steel 4 deep is letting go with a run, and then Christopher 3 and a Hoka-Toki was running about 7th as a corner. 29.1. Dangerous When Wet is giving plenty the inside. Blitzum fella is flat trying to pick him up. Benefaction gets out to run on. Mr. Hannibal dropped off, then Village Steel, and down the outside a Hoka-Toki. Dangerous When Wet in front. They're coming from everywhere. Benefaction down the outside a Hoka-Toki with Village Steel. Hitting the front though was Benefaction down the outside a Hoka-Toki, but Benefaction from a Hoka-Toki, and Village Steel in the middle, and wide out Christopher 3. Mabel Rose the inside. Dangerous When Wet got tired, and so did Blitzum fella, and then Hall Jnr well back in the field. Class Blaster, and the last one was Mr. Hannibal. Benefaction hitting the front from a Hoka-Toki, who was wide out and flashing at it with Village Steel in the middle, but Benefaction has got the money just from a Hoka-Toki wide out and Village Steel in the middle. Ignore the numbers on the infield there from the previous race. Benefaction hitting the front. A Hoka-Toki was coming right down the outside, and Village Steel was back in the middle, but Benefaction has finally broken through. Had a nice run, 1-1. Gary Hall